What's going on, guys? I'm going to say hi to some people, but before I get started, I just want to say hello, a big hello to all you normal suspects that are here and always here on Tuesday night. Hello to all of you guys. Oh, my screen went away. Gina is in the house tonight. So is Box Van D, Floss and Crafty Traveler. Diane is here from California. Welcome in. You guys, Vanderella's in the house already tonight. So I have to be very, very limited on who all I say hello to. She cannot stand it when I do this. But the first 15 minutes of my show will be taken up by saying hello to all of you guys. So everybody that's here and always here, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for coming every Tuesday night to support me. If you're new in this live stream, or maybe this is only your first or second one, type in new. I'm going to say hi to all of you guys real quick. And then I've got a special request, and then we're going to get hanging out. Everybody's hi Cindy. Hey Cindy. There might not be anybody new here because you guys are faithful followers every Sunday. Gina Halsey, hi from Kansas. Good to welcome in Gina. Debbie, hi everyone. Sitting here with storms. We've got storms coming. They might be just north of us, but they're coming. It's been windy, and I am here at the shop. And new Texan Lulu, hello and welcome in. Nikki, welcome in. Gina, never made a live stream when it was actually live. Thank you for being here. I have to say, I get a lot of people that watch my live streams after they're up. If you're one of those people, thank you so much for being here after the stream's been played. I appreciate every one of you guys. I keep hitting buttons with my thumb. My computer is very touchy. I got my computer back. Amen. It seems to be in proper order. So I'm super, super happy about that. Now, let's real quick. I want to do something. I never do this. We have got a very, very big group here that they don't mind praying for people. They know there's a lot of people out there in need of prayer, and I name some names and they put them on their prayer list. Tonight, I would like to say a prayer for some people. If it's not your thing, keep chatting. I'm not going to look at the chat. I don't mind. If you are someone that doesn't mind spending a minute to pray with me, then pray with me, because there's a lot of people that really, really are going through some stuff right now. And I don't want to get through the live stream and have people forget, oh man, Johnny told me to pray for somebody. I can't remember who it is. Just real quick, if you're one of those people that don't mind praying, let's pray real quick. Dear Lord, you know all the people in the chat, all the people in my community that needs prayer, they need lifted up. Tonight, we ask for special care over Bill, who's having some heart issues. You know every speck of what's going on with him, and you know everything that those doctors are capable of and what you're capable of. We ask that you heal him and just make him better. And one day, he's going to make it up here, and we're going to meet and hang out, and I just pray for that day. We also ask that you look after Lou. Every speck of her being, please let her know that Mark is in everything that she does, and everywhere she goes, Mark is with her. We pray. We are sad for the loss of Mark, but we celebrate his life. And we just ask that you look after Mark's family, look after Lou. Mary Jones is a huge supporter here. We just ask that you look after Mary Jones. She is always dealing, and she is a strong fighter, but we ask for you to lift her up. For all of those prayers that I'm missing, please, you know their needs, lift them up in prayer. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, guys. I know I don't normally do that. I just really needed to tonight. So let's get on with the show. Please add those people to your prayer list. Let's see, prayers coming. Thank you, guys. So what is going on tonight? We are hanging out. Kelly's actually down here at the van, at the shop, and Les and Bernadette are down here. Patty's down here. And I think we're going to have some homemade pot pie and rummy cube as soon as the stream is over, and enjoy the nice cool breeze. Patty A, do you recognize that light above me? It came in today. I'm super excited to have that. If you guys have any van questions, van build questions, electric questions, whatever it is, please put QQQ in front of it, and I will answer those van questions throughout the night as the best that I can. Amen. Thank you. Love and prayers for you, Lynn. And prayers, Lynn, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Lynn, prayers for you. And that will be in 2 days. Guys, for those of you, I know you guys are out here and I know you're listening. On April 6th, from the second you wake up until the end of your day and for the next few days after, please pray for Lynn. Lift her up in prayers. God knows her need. Jim Bertrand, welcome in. Question. Has gas mileage in most of the vans on average you've been in contact with, what would you, okay, how was gas mileage? So I get about 15.9 miles to the gallon. And I'm telling you, I feel like that only fluctuates just a point, like 0.01, depending on the weight that I've got in here. It really, I mean, these vans are designed to carry weight. And I know a lot of people, it's like, you know, I don't want to put this in there. I don't want to put that in there. I don't want the heavy weight. I don't want to carry water. I 100% get it. And I'm sure you get a mile or two extra, but on average, I get about between 15 and 16 miles to the gallon. A lot of the people that I travel with, that's kind of a ballpark range. You know, I know people that get 13 miles to the gallon in their rigs and less. I have made my reservations for Frederick. See you then. Absolutely. I'll be working. I'm going to put you to work. No, I'm kidding. Thanks for that answer. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Oh, cool, Derek. Good to see you here. Now on your bike, you probably get a whole lot better mileage on your bike. Can't compete with Cindy. Cindy gets in the 40s, in the 40 miles to the gallon. Even in the city, I think she's in the high 30s. So you can't beat that. I love that you promote the standalone power stations. I want to add a Dometic 2000. Can I run it on the Blue Eddy AC300 with two B300s? Yes. So yes, they will power it. So if you get two of the B300s, you're looking at about 6,146 watt hours of power. You're going to get, let's just ballpark that at about 5,800. If you multiply that by about 84%, that's what you're actually going to get. So if you look up your Dometic the 2000, figure out how many watts it pulls an hour. You're going to be able to run that. You're not going to be able to run it all day. There is not an air conditioner out there or a battery system out there that I know of that you can run that AC unit on high when it's 100 degrees outside all day long. Can you sit underneath it, let it blow on you, cool yourself down for a couple of hours? When you're pulling full sun, if you've got 600 watts of solar on the roof, or if you possibly somehow got 800 up there, you're going to get many hours out of that. As it gets close to nighttime, watch those watt hours. Make sure that your Blue Eddy is going to have enough watt hours to get you till morning time. So I pull about 70 watts an hour. So if I go to bed and I'm going to sleep 8 hours, I know that I need 560 watt hours of battery. So at the end of the day, I want to make sure that that's how many I've got at least. So when I wake up in the morning, I don't have a dead battery. So just be cautious with it. You're going to run it, and it depends on how high you run it. You know, if you're going to run it on max all the time, it's going to drain your battery down. If you're going to put it on medium, just to kind of drop that temperature a little bit, it's going to do a whole lot better. You got to remember, these units, when it's hot outside, it's really only going to bring that temperature down about 10 degrees. If you're lucky, 10 degrees plus or minus. But what it is going to do is you're going to be able to sit by it and blow that air on you. And just like we all sit by a fan is blowing the same temperature basically of air that's behind it. AC units don't do that. They're going to blow that cool air at you. So that makes it good. I get 11 miles per gallon in my E450 diesel. That's tough. That's tough. That's an expensive travel ticket right there. Sue is in the house. Good to see you. Paul Mertens is in the house. Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Hope you are well and enjoying the road. Hope you can teach me these numbers. I will absolutely teach you these numbers. We will, once we get yours hooked up, stay here for a couple of days and we will, I've got visitors. We will get you, oh. Are you just bringing her in?
Yes.
Okay, Maddie's here with me now. Hi, Maddie.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
There she goes. She brought me Maddie. Maddie, there's about 7 dogs. The campground's completely full. There's about 7 dogs here. So she is, yeah. I rarely ask for praise, but pre-free for my eye exam goes well on Friday. Boxman D's eye exam on Friday. We will do that. We will do that. I missed the Patreon stream. You did miss the Patreon stream. Real quick, just for a second, I'm going to talk about the Patreon stream. If you are a Patreon member, I'm going to do a live stream. I did my first one last Sunday. The next one will be like on the 16th, I think it is. And we might do it on Zoom so we all can get up there and interact with one another. You do not have to interact if you don't want to, but it really helps, talking to somebody face to face. So we may try Zoom. That link will be on the Patreon page. So if you're a Patreon or if you think about wanting to become a Patreon, it's an easy way to get consultation and hang out with like-minded people. ACs can be run with no less than 10,000 kilowatts of solar and at least 800 watt hours of storage. Those types of solar setups are very custom DIY. The Blue Eddy AC300 can run the Dometic. I know that can run the Dometic. It's got well, I'll do the math later, but let's see here. I'm gonna just go back. Johnny, remember you are off and home May 4th and May 5th. I am. Oh, I've got somebody coming May 4th and 5th. I'll have to talk to Kelly about that. Question. Okay, good. You can't. I'm just going back to make sure I didn't miss anything. I think I'm caught up. 15 to 16 miles here. That's Patty. And I knew ours was close to the same. So I should have said consistently run it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I'm talking about. You can, if you need to just cool down for a bit. Absolutely. The other thing, thank you, my friend Dave. Thank you for coming a member. That's what I'm saying. They're good. Sit underneath it, blow that on you. There's some people that you do not want to be out there and, get heat exhaustion or something. But think about it. If you put one of those in your van, you can use it periodically. But when it's 100 degrees, you deserve a campground. Go to a campground. If there's an excessive heat warning and you can't get to higher elevation, go to a campground. For $20 a night in a lot of campgrounds, you can get shore power and get yourself off your battery and onto shore power so that you can cool down and run your AC. When the temperatures drop, go back to boondocking and save your money. But make sure that you set your unit up where you can run it on both ways. So congratulations on 13,000 subscribers. I'm not making this up. I have been over 13, under 13, over 13. YouTube has been messing with my thing for literally the last 2 weeks. So it's a mess. Praying for your eye appointment. Thank you, Talia. Good to see you in here, my friend. I keep hitting buttons on my computer. Bill, praying for you to be healed. Lou, my heart goes out to you and your family. Mary Jones, you always on my prayers. Thank you for that. Lisa, he's hanging in there. He is hanging in there. He's a good guy. Oh, Maddie cannot be doing this. No, here, 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 here. Look at this. This. You want that? Want that? Oh man. All right. You know what? Real quick, I'm going to give Maddie some water. I'm going to say thank you real quick to all my channel members and all my Patreons while I deal with Maddie for a quick second. Question. What do you think of the new Jackery 3000? You can, well, let me scroll back up. You can just say no, Patty, to keep it short. Yeah, no. I need to buy a van and hire you to do a custom build instead of another 50,000 on my Honda. Absolutely. You know what? I know there's a lot of people that don't mind Jackery. They think it's a good brand. I've got a small one. You guys see me using it all the time. It's kind of a backup thing. I know that I've got about 280 watts of, not 280, but stop it, come here. About 200 watts of usable energy. I think the bigger units, I don't think they compete as well as I think there are some known issues. I don't think they're as good as Blue Eddy, and I don't think they're as good as Blue Eddy, and I don't think they're as good as EcoFlow. But again, I know a lot of people that use them, a lot of people that have no problems with them. I know Hobotech did a review on it. I have it on my to watch list, but I haven't watched it yet. I have been busy. Thank you, Wired Adventures, for becoming a channel member. Let's see here. And one of these days I might do a pop-up live stream for channel members only. I might do that as well. That darn long-legged doxy. I know, right? Right. That is so cool. All right, here. Lynn Oki is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. She is a longtime follower of the channel. Blue Eddy has blown Jackery and Renergy out of the water. Absolutely. The most circles, but the van life, i.e. smaller appreciation van life, usually is right. Exactly. There's a lot of people, right? There's a lot of people that they're just looking for something small, use their LEDs, whatever. And they have a Jackery and they use it just fine. This small one that I have had this since 2000 and I think 2020, have never had an issue with it. And even in really sub temperatures, have not had a problem with it. So, but again, those higher power banks, no. How has your sister's Blue Eddy's been working out for her? Fine. Her Blue Eddy has been fine. She has got, her ambulance has a system in it. Her Blue Eddy, she uses it as a backup. She has got the PV350 panel. She was out. Kelly, can you come get Maddie, please? Come here, man. She has used that PV350 panel and no problems. And she had an issue the same time I did. It was trying to pull solar. Manny, come here. It was trying to pull solar in 0-degree temperatures, and it froze the BMS system. Now, if that's something that we don't know, she didn't know it. I wasn't here, and it happened. They replaced her unit, no questions asked. It's a little hassle getting a hold of customer service. If you ever have a problem getting a hold of Blue Eddy customer service, get on the Facebook group, leave a message in the Facebook group, and I'm telling you, less than 24 hours later, you're going to be contacted by Blue Eddy. Let's see here. Maddie knows she's the star of the show. She absolutely does. I wish my Blue Eddy had Bluetooth. I wish my Blue Eddy had Bluetooth. Hands down. The AC300 has Bluetooth. Not sure. I don't think the Max does. The AC300 definitely does. But then, you know, if you're like one of those people that don't like being on like that blue, a lot of people don't, you know, they kind of feel uncomfortable linking up to Bluetooth. You know, everybody can find their location, blah, 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 you know. So I've had Dashin in my life for over 40 years. Love them. Hug Maddie for me. Hug Maddie. Come here, Maddie. Oh, you're a good doggy. Be a good doggy, Maddie. Be a good doggy. You be a good doggy. You be a good doggy. Drink some water. Here's your water. Want some water? Oh, good doggy. Gone. All that is gone. You want to play with it anyway? No. I wish Blue Eddy had Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Mine is in the back under my garage. Patty's is in the back underneath her garage. We have to get out of our vans, walk around anytime we want to do anything to our Blue Eddies. And I mean, as a design, you know, designing these vans, it's the best place for it. But I'm glad to see that they're coming up with the Bluetooth capabilities, which we knew was coming. We knew it was coming. She needs Darcy to give her more bones. That's right. Patty found her some. I can't even tell you all the places from Arizona, from California, all the way to Missouri, all the places that I looked for these bones at and could not find them. Mo Bang is in the house, and couldn't find them. Patty found them at Menards, so got her a little pack of them, a big pack of them actually, or 2 packs of them, something like that. Oops, never mind. Come here, Maddie. Come here, Maddie. Boop, 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 boop. Very pricey and hard to get due to backlogs. Let me see. I'm going to scroll up and see what one Gracie is talking about. Gracie, can you tell me some names of the 12-volt AC? Want one for my van. Dometic say, oh, my thing is trying to do an update. My phone was doing an update. Sorry if I lost you. Dometic's got a good one. Nomadic AC has a good 12-volt. Coleman's got a 12-volt AC. Those are the 3 that I researched in depth when I was looking for them. A lot of that Dometic is pretty low profile. That's a big plus, that low profile. I'm becoming Bev's campground. We're getting ready to cut holes in her roof. She's ordering the AC that she's ordering. I don't think it's Dometic. I'll send you a link for it, Gracie. But the one that she's got on her van, it's like 9 inches. It is tall. So Dometic's got a low profile one. Nomadic has a low profile one. Let's see here. Tommy is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Can you read your battery level without using Bluetooth? Maddie, that's funny. Maddie did that. That was funny. She pulled my whole phone down. And hey, Kel, she spilt my cup. Can you grab some paper towels? Maddie's making a mess. Oh my gosh, this is falling apart here. The show is falling apart. All right, quick. Oh, somebody gave me a super chat. I really need the panda. It's been one of those days. Oh, well, how can you say no to that? Patty, I feel like if it's been one of those days, you deserve it twice. Thank you so much, Patty. I appreciate you. Show my dog. Thank you. Show. Okay, good. Internet connection spotty, no worries. 2 for 1, absolutely, absolutely. You know what? When you're having one of those days, why not? Simple is the best. Simple is hands down the best. You know, Blue Eddy's coming out with a new one. It's the AC60. It's waterproof, dustproof, sandproof, and you can expand the batteries. So I am excited to see that one. And it's one of those small units too. And it does not have that clanky power brick that plugs in. It's just the cord. So Blue Eddy is listening. They are listening to their influencers. All right, everybody loving to see the panda. Thanks, you're the best. Surfing Dodo showing the panda. Surfing Dodo, I went ahead and sent part of your package to you, and it is actually coming priority mail, my friend. Patty A has a package coming. Just wanted to remind you of the huge amount of light you bring into many communities here. You are so kind. You are so kind. Thank you for existing and giving of yourself. Thank you, Derek. You are awesome. Hello, Celeste. Good to see you. That's my daughter calling. Can you text Megan and tell her that I'm alive? Let's see here. Man being out here in the desert, you need dust proof. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. Miss Kelly's going to take Miss Patty. She may have to walk.
I already did that.
Oh, good. Charlie Grace in the house. Hanging at Pride Night at a hockey game. Awesome. Oh yeah. Yep. Len Briggs with the $2. Let's give you this one. Thank you for that super sticker, Lynn. I appreciate that. Super chat. Thank you. It is warm. It was 82 degrees here in Missouri today. And the shop has that metal roof. That heat just is coming in. I've got this little fan back here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. If it's too loud, I do have it on low. If it's too loud, I guess I should have asked 27 minutes ago. But let me know if I need to turn that down. How does your daughter not know it's Tuesday? I know, right? She's going through a lot. If I wasn't live, yeah. Let's see. Getting the pride flags, Deborah. Thank you for that. Sounds like a blast. That's right. I'm going to scroll up. I think I might have missed something. If I missed a question or a comment that you want me to see again, please put that back in. It goes fast when I'm playing the panda. I miss some stuff. Yeah. Oh my God, Jim Bertrand, fabulous. I totally missed whatever that comment's about. Can't hear it. Can everybody hear me? I'm not sure this is the right place to ask. What kind of internet booster does everyone use? Absolutely. This is the perfect place to ask that, because there's multiple people out here with different systems. I can tell you right now that I would not be able to talk to you guys. I'm going to pull this out a little bit better. I would not be able to talk to you guys if I didn't have this plugged in. Now, this is the WeBoost Drive. It is not the best. It's not the worst. And I'm able to talk to you guys because I have it. Now, it is fabulous for uploading my YouTube videos. And for that reason, it's a game changer, and it's staying in my van. However, if you have a way, if it can be part of your budget, I have talked to many people that love the Starlink. The Starlink is every day improving. And so if you can afford it, it's in your budget. You can write it off for the business like I can. When I move my shop, I hands down am going to probably have to get that. The Wi-Fi here is terrible at the campground. I'm lucky to even do live streams. When I get somebody on stream with me, it's like, I cut out, blah, blah, blah. Starlink's been on order for a couple of months. I do know they are on back order. I now have the WeBoost and changed my phone service to unlimited data. Blissful Adventures in the house. 56 likes, 79 watching. Come on, peeps. YouTube just loves it when you guys give this a thumbs up. Because Jack, can you get a little more power from mounting the sending unit outside of your van on the bumper or somewhere like that. Cooling unit, much smaller, is made. When the cooling unit, oh, cool. Cool. I would love to know that answer as well. When I get the Starlink, I will definitely do the install. I will do updates on it. I'll let you know. I don't want anybody to purchase something just because I told them to without testing it, without reviewing it. On sale in Canada. Well, that makes you want to move to Canada, doesn't it? Oh, that and the heat coming. Let's see here. Tim said he's back. 81. Okay. Midnight Run, Kennel Beth. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming. Tornado watch here until 10 p.m. We have been plastered with some bad weather in the last week. I had several people reach out to me wanting to know if we were safe from the tornadoes and the storms and the damage, if we were okay, if our loved ones were okay. I appreciate that kind of a community. You guys are awesome. I've gotten phone calls, I've gotten video messages wanting to make sure that we're okay. And that melts my heart that this community cares that much. And here's Midwest and knows that Johnny, crazy Johnny, is in the Midwest. We actually Friday, probably around dinner time, lunchtime, went home to Imperial. Fred Rock Campground was in like level 4 tornado warnings. Imperial was level 3. So we're like, at least at home, we've got a basement. So we headed home and we hunkered down at home for a couple of days, came back Sunday afternoon, and we're supposed to get more storms this week. So, we'll just ride it out. We'll ride it out. I'm gonna every time I touch my screen, the sensitivity must have been changed when they fixed my computer. Gracie, look up ones like Comfort Up. They are based on the same concept you see in tiny homes. Comfort Up was talking about split units. I said I didn't know anything about them, but you might. Oh, split units. We've actually talked about them a couple of times because, let's see here. And like for tiny homes, for like when I get my shop and I put an office in my barn, I may put one in my office. But a mini split in a van, I haven't installed one yet. I'm not sure exactly how efficient it would be and how big of a draw it would be. I don't mind doing some research on that, but I haven't yet. When Canadian channel, Justin and Christina's van life, they were talking about putting one in their unit. So we used to talk about it a lot, but that's been about 2 years ago. So I would hate to plug it this early. I suggest Maple Wi-Fi. Oh, I know. And that's in Canada. So if you're in Canada, Dawn did when she did her tour, or she talked about it on one of her videos, she talked about the Maple Wi-Fi, and they have like unlimited. So it's pretty cool and can come to the US and have it. So question. How's your computer? Oh my goodness. So Patty took it down to the Geek Squad. They looked at it. They thought it was okay. Patty was like, I don't want you to think it's okay. I want to know it's okay, because we drove an hour and a half to bring it here. So she left it. They called me the next day. It was already ready to be picked up. I picked it up and it's working fine. It's actually working better. It's faster. So they cleaned up some junk files. They checked it for bad spam stuff. I changed all my passwords for everything, and I lost no money out of the ordeal, except for what I had to pay to the Geek Squad, which I'm fine with that. And that's good for a year. So it's like a safety net now. So the computer's doing good. And thank you guys all for your super chats last week that helped funded a big part of that ticket. I was talking about, oh, yeah. industry as a whole, they're amazing, absolutely. And as far as mounting them in a van, if I'll have to research it and see how they're mounting them. But yeah, if you can get heat and air out of one, and you've got a battery system to run them. I do worry, I have to say, I worry because I feel like those units have a lot of condensation, and I do have some worries about that. But I do believe that all these companies in a competitive market that we're in, van life, full-time RV life, whether you're in a class A all the way to an SUV, any components that we're putting in these vans, it's a competitive market. So all these things that have flaws, it's constantly being improved. So anything that I'm like, oh yeah, those have a lot of condensation, they may be better already. Question. Anyone know anything about Travelfi? I keep getting their ads. Travelfi, never heard of it. Google will probably suggest it to me as soon as I'm off the live stream, or Facebook or Instagram. So when they suggest it to me, I'll click on it and look it up, because I know that's coming. They do a bit better with condensation due to the sending unit mounted away from the fan unit, so there's less energy transferred there. Do you feel like van lifers are putting it on their ceiling, or do you see them on the side? Are you side mount or roof mount? I had a hose on the left side of my house that drips the condensation. Perfect. And if that works, that's great. Gracie will tell you that condensation that drips off your AC unit can do damage to the fiberglass on RV units. Got to keep an eye on that. I have Google Fi for my phone service. There you go. I've never heard of them either. Never heard of them. This is awesome, Papa. I'm 25 plus in computers. Every input advice helps. I have a Class C that I built up with standalone batteries, 2,000 watt inverter. There you go. Bobby is in the house. Good to see you. What is Travelfi? That's what we're talking about. I haven't heard about it. I'm sure Google will show it to me, but many van lifers are using the back bumpers to modify a small area to put the sending units on, but putting the somewhere they feel is best. Yeah, on the back bumper, that would be fine. I don't know if you could do a swing away with that. I'm not sure. There was a guy out here last year at Becoming Bev's meetup, stayed for my meetup, or vice versa, came to mine, stayed for Bev's. And he's got one in his rig, and it's permanently mounted to the back of his rig. Can't remember if he had a box truck or if he had an ambulance. It wasn't a van though. I think it was a box truck, and it was on the back of his. It drips on the ground there. Yeah. Yep. I like the hitch mount idea for Starlink. Yeah, that one that we saw in out by Joshua Tree. That was not a bad. That's one of the best setups I've seen for Starlink. Especially if you put it on a swing away hitch. So that you can still open the door, that's a win. Or if you offset it so you can at least open the right-hand door, that would be a win for me. Still searching for a Honda 600. I would like, I'm assuming you're talking about a generator, and I would love to get one of those small Honda generators as well. Condenser has been mounted in tire well under the van. Oh, nice, huh? You could do a swing away if you wanted to, just mount the sending unit independently from the swing away itself so that you get all condensation away from the roof and still use the swing out. There you go. Yeah, I would just want to be able to make sure that I'm able to open up my doors. That's all. What is Google Wi-Fi? Yeah, Beth, I don't know what Google Wi-Fi is, and I don't know what the other Wi-Fi is. I've said it a couple of times now. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure I'll get Google or Facebook ads on it now that I've talked about it. I'll click on those ads and share it with you guys for sure. Brian is in the house. He also has a Ram ProMaster. Brian's got a black Ram ProMaster. Brian, how is it inside? Do you feel like that black is drawing that heat? Because we were looking at barns for the property and debating on for the new shop. I like that kind of like a slate gray. I call it charcoal gray, but I worry about that darker color pulling in too much heat. You are just too smart. He is smart. He is smart. Google Wi-Fi. Telecommunications service by Google that provides telephone calls, SMS, and mobile broadband using cellular networks and Wi-Fi. There you go. Oh, it's spelled Travelfi. Travelfi. Oh, no E. Travelfi. Tim, look Travelfi up as well. Look that up. Google it. Google Fi might not want you to look up Travelfi, but we're going to do it anyway. Learn something new every day. I'm telling you, I say it all the time because a lot of people will message me or email me asking me questions. And if you message me about something that has to do with nursing, after 30 years, I probably can answer that question or send you to the right person that can. Van life is new for me. Van building is extremely new for me. So, I never want to surprise somebody by, it's like I gotta look this stuff up too sometimes. I'm like, I don't know all this stuff. I am learning every day. And that's why I love doing this. Jim is talking about a car that is a million years old, had a Honda 600 motorcycle, and imagine sitting sideways. Oh, smaller than Cindy's car. Oh man, you got to do a build on that. I put a huge roll of double reflectix with magnets on the side of my van that faces the heat. Really helps my van in a charcoal color. So you put it on the outside of your car, like during the day, you just go out and put it on the outside of your car. That's it. I mean, if you've got a place to store it when you're not, when it's not on your car, that's cool. Welcome in, Zeb. Good to see you, my friend. There you go. So Travelfi is new. One device, one plan, multiple carriers. There you go. So you guys click that link if you want it after the show. Click that link, find out what it is. Oh, cool, Adele. Yeah, that's gotta help. I mean, it's got to reflect. So I did bite the bullet. I don't know if I told you this or not, but I got new back door window covers from Van Essentials and a sliding door one. Les and Bernadette were putting some orders in. Me and Patty were talking about it in Arizona because I had that big one and it kept sliding down. You could start to see light through it. And it was driving me crazy. And I said, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to order new covers, and I did, and we just put them on today. Patty Crowd, I've seen flat mount Starlink. Sent Johnny an email the other day with a YouTube. Absolutely. I need to still watch that, obviously. I need to lay down. See y'all later. Boxman D, you take care. We'll be praying for you always. Pray for you Friday. Give me a call. Let me know how you're doing. I will try to remember to call you on Friday too. Barry Doss thinks that I feel the same way. Everybody say goodnight to D. I do not support any of these devices, so don't sue me. That's what I'm saying. I've said this before on my channel, and I'll tell you guys, some things I'm kind of like a tightwad about, but this thing right here, Kelly and I, like, these are like $500, and we were not going to get one. And then COVID, they kept sending everybody money, even if you were, not out of work. And we're healthcare workers. We definitely were not out of work, and we were still getting this money. So we're like, we're going to use it for something that we could use. And normally wouldn't have bought. So because of this, I'm able to upload videos. If I didn't have this out where I'm at now, I would not be able to upload videos and do much of anything. Facebook seems to be able to do stuff, but yeah. Truck 12-volt split units have a very low profile, slim footprint, like 4 foot 6 inches, and can be mounted vertically anywhere, so that might help with opening your rear doors. 4 foot 6 inches is that's a lot of space. Because like on the back here you could do it, but like on the side here, I'm going to turn this. I don't have right here. I don't think I have 4 foot 6 inches right here from the front to there, because you've got that big rib there. That is a massive piece of steel that you do not want to cut into, because if you roll over or lay this thing on its side, that's the back. That's how this back is really supported. And the passenger side has one as well. So back here would be where that would be, which honestly would be okay. It'd be right over the bed blowing on you. I'd be okay with that. I got the WeBoost OTR cell phone booster. It's not the best, but it's definitely better than nothing. True story. I was up on Dolly Sod's Wilderness, and I had my van on a campground. And there was a family that it was a husband or a man and 2 kids, 2 daughters, and they had been hiking for 4 or 5 days. He could not find his keys. He could not get his van open, SUV, whatever it was. He had his and his 2 daughters' backpacks exploded all over the gravel looking for those keys. I ran to the campground, got my van, drove it back. He was able to link onto the internet using my WeBoost booster to get OnStar to open up his car. So at least his daughters could get in the car and rest. He could get all his stuff in there. 4 inches. I was like, I don't know about that. So it does, and you'll hear people say it's worthless. And there are places that it's worthless. And my phone will have 2 bars. I'll plug this in and it'll automatically have 5 bars. It will have 5 bars every time. That doesn't mean I can get on the Wi-Fi with it. It might help me get on the Wi-Fi, but yeah. For a statement, for yes. Use SSSQQQ. Yes. Named for him, but it's trauma. I know lots of people that either those or are have either of those and are very pleased. I'm not sure which one she was talking about. Wi-Fi at new property. Yeah, Wi-Fi at new property is likely going to be Starlink. Yeah, that is probably going to be Starlink. I just, we are out in the country. I paid over $700 for my WeBoost. I DIY'd it to my roof and went from 0 signal to excellent. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My computer, when I'm trying to upload a video, it'll say like 2 hours and 40 minutes to upload. I'll plug in my WeBoost and it'll upload in about, if it normally says like 2.5 hours, it'll upload in 6 minutes or something. It's fast. And I will tell you, when I plug my WeBoost in, on average, it averages about 25 watts an hour. Every now and then it'll drop a little bit lower, but most of the time, 25 watts an hour. So, if you keep it plugged in all the time, what is that? Another 400, 300 watts of solar a day. So 300 watts of energy a day. So if you're not using it, unplug it. And that's how I've got mine set up. I can plug it in, unplug it, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Naj, good to see you, and thanks for coming in, my friend. Is there someone new here that has a YouTube channel? I can grab the link and post it for you. Just say yes, no. Yeah, if you're a content creator, Gracie and Jock is definitely not new here. Question. Do you do your videos on your phone? I do mine on my computer, can upload through a hotspot. I do my videos mostly on a GoPro. On a rare occasion, I'll shoot something on my phone. I upload everything to my computer. I do all my editing on my computer and use my phone as a hotspot and upload them off of my computer. Just so peeps know, a WeBoost only amplifies, repeats the signal level if it's there. Absolutely. That's true. That is true. And that's why some people are like, it's a waste of money. I don't need it, blah, blah, blah. Well, it depends what you're trying to do and where you're at. Let's see here. I think, oh, wait a minute. I think a lot of times they're not installed correctly for a lot. Yeah. The norm, more I'd wait. Just know yeah. Truma. What was I seeing? Truma 12 volt is called the Ventura model, I believe, and also Dometic makes one. Truma, yeah, and I have heard of that. Truma, I've heard of that. Does the Travato have the Truma? I've heard of that before. 4G, I think, at the land. Yeah, I think so too. Let's talk about the land for a second, and I'll keep watching for your questions. But the property, do you have GoPro Quick app? I don't use it. The property, we're supposed to get the road in like now, and we've had all this bad weather. He had something going on with his excavator. So hopefully the road's going to go in any day, although it is supposed to rain tomorrow. So we'll see. Hey, Carol, good to see you. Johnny and everyone here have been listening for a while. Thank you so much. It's Aventure, no Coleman mock on the Travato. Oh, Coleman on the Travato. And again, the Coleman, when I was looking up, I did a live stream one night where I really just talked about ACs, and I looked at the Coleman, the Nomadic, and the Domatic, and that's what I talked about that night. So it's been a while ago. I bet you it's been a year ago. Stephanie Polly or a friend, wink wink, with Starlink. Yeah, I know. If Patty or Stephanie would get Starlink and put it at the shop, I wouldn't have to do it. I would just tap into them. WeBoost is not a monthly fee. I paid $500 for this, and that's it. $500, you're done, and it pings off of a tower or something. Yeah, you know me, I'm real techie. Can I go fishing with you on your pond when I come in May, catch and release? We should be able to take a couple of hours and go over there and do some fishing. I don't see why not. If yeah, 6th through the 9th, that should be not a problem. Let's see here. We've actually been catching a lot of bass and large, like bluegill or sunfish, they're panfish. And I think he measured one tonight, 8 inches for a panfish. I mean, they're bigger. Now, I know I've got small hands, but they're bigger than my hands. Look at my poison ivy. Poison ivy already. It's going to be a long spring. I saw your Facebook pictures of the fish. They look fun. It was fun. It was so much fun. Yep, it was so much fun. Oh, I pinned a message or something. Oh my goodness. There's only one fish, Fred Bass. There is definitely more than one fish. We have been catching all kinds of fish in all different areas of the lake. We might even have to thin them out. Les caught one that obviously had eggs. Her belly was very big. I am so allergic. Well, Gracie, I'm not sure how allergic you are to poison ivy. I didn't in my life think that there was anyone more allergic to poison ivy than me. So maybe you are that person, but me having it already is not really a surprise. When I was young, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but before poison ivy season, before we were out running in the woods, they would give you a shot so that you wouldn't get poison ivy and sumac and oak. I used to get that shot. Poison ivy is the worst. It is driving me nuts. That's not the only place I got it. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't want to find out either. I know, right? Oh, yeah. Talia, as long as your outside antenna portion is mounted outside the ambulance, yep, there's enough metal between you and the antenna. Yep. And that's a good point, Derek, because you cannot put the antenna here and then put put your signal here, because they're going to like interfere. You've got to have one at one and one away from it. That's exactly right. And evidently that is something that people do. I didn't realize that, but they do that. Tim, Time for Exploring, just dropped his link. Go check his channel out. Where else is poison ivy? Asking for a friend. I may or may not have it on my upper legs. And no, it's not from squatting. I did not squat in the woods. What Stephanie said, I'm going to tell you guys, because we're way far into the live stream, and most people that come back and watch it, they don't watch all the way to the end. They watch 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever. So look where it's at. Okay. Imagine you got poison ivy oil all over your arm, and then you have to go to the bathroom, and you got to wipe. It's all on my inner thigh from this. So yes, I have poison ivy in that area, but not that area. Oh my gosh. TMI. All right. My daughter and I were picking blackberries in Oregon. The next day, she looked like a monster. Oh man, I'll tell you what, I've had poison ivy so bad before that I was off work 39 days in a row. These little spots that ooze oil, it oozes like a yellow pus. My entire legs were like 2 or 3 times a day dressing changes. I had it in my mouth. They were burning it on 4th of July. No one needed all of that. That is exactly right. You must be more allergic than most people. I am. I told you. Growing up, I knew no one that was more allergic than me. The year that I had it so bad, I was off work 39 days. It was on the news that poison ivy was so bad that year. The lady, there was a couple of them that were on there talking about their poison ivy. I thought, oh, honey, that is not poison ivy. I will come to your studio and show you poison ivy. My legs looked like ulcers. They were just oozing oil. I know you guys wanted to know that. Nurses have no problem talking about oozing poison ivy. I had poison ivy in high school that went south. Not funny. So one time, I'll tell you, I was hiking, and when you're hiking, it's nothing to just kind of like lean up against a tree. You don't have to squat all the way down. You don't even have to take your backpack off. Kind of lean up against a tree. I had poison ivy all up poison oak or sumac all up my back from leaning against the tree with my britches down in the woods. The things that we have to learn in life, they should teach us this young, so that as adults, when we're big crybabies, we don't have to deal with it. Stephanie, please get the name of that stuff. Worse, if you have I can't imagine. I 100%, yeah, no, thank you. Gracie and Jack's Adventures, oozing white soap. Yeah. Gracie said, okay, you win. I'm not trying to win. I'm just saying it like it is. I have had it bad. These people that say, oh, I'm not allergic to poison ivy. I'm like, girl, you don't know how lucky you are. what do you have to do personally if shareable to remedy or at least treat the poison ivy stuff? I have to, like, when I get it that bad, I was on so many steroids that year that I gained like 22 pounds or something. I was on steroids for over 30 days. When it gets bad, I have to be on steroids. I put cream on, like poison ivy, calamine. I'll clean it with alcohol because I want it to dry up. It burns like crazy, but it helps dry it up. But oh my gosh, it is not fun. But normal Benadryl creams and stuff like that. But poison oak does to me what ivy does. Yeah. I could almost eat it. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I wish. They did show us in 4th grade Camp Sim, but that was a lifetime ago. Where do you get those drops? Never got it. Got swarmed by bees once though. Well, there you go. I don't want to get swarmed by bees. I was mowing grass one time and I must have mowed over a nest that was in the ground or something. And I got stung a couple of times. I had these weird, and please don't pick on me. I was mowing grass in some kind of a weird, it was like a hiking sandal, but it was kind of, the toe was kind of closed. Oh my gosh, they stung me. And I'm telling you, it stung for like 2 days. It was terrible. Is Stephanie Jones in the house? Thank you for calling. I'll never ever have to have it, but Patrick can look at it and gets it. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, they're talking about Popeyes. Stephanie, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Are you getting a sit-down mower for the property? So eventually we might. Right now, the only grass that really needs to be mowed is around the pond. So since it's around the pond, I'll probably just get a push mower and push mow it. Once we get the shop up and up there, we've got grass planted. I'll get a big lawnmower, I'm sure. Poisonous Plants 101, not today. Gracie and Jock's Adventure should be able to buy in stores. Weed whacker, that's what we're doing. We're weed whacking. Yep. Bernadette saying thank you. Prednisone, absolutely, absolutely. Steroid dose pack, that's the best thing for it. Prednisone, the dose pack. Medrol dose pack is what it's called. Medrol dose pack. Guys, it's 9:02. It's 9:02. Let's do this real quick. 78 people are still here. You guys have stuck it out with me for so long. Let's go ahead and do a giveaway tonight. I gotta pull it up. I don't want to say type in poison ivy because I feel like I'll never get that done. So let's oh my goodness, I was gonna say my team, let's do this Tuesday night hangout. Let's just type in the chat TMI, like too much information. TMI too much information, and we will give away a t-shirt. It can be a Johnny's Journey t-shirt. It can be a Midwest Man Builders t-shirt. I'm going to put my link below. You will email me if you win your name, your address, your shirt size, and your preference of color. If you want a Midwest Man Builders, there's only a couple of colors. Down below on the my channel page, you can click on some of my merchandise. There should be a couple of sweatshirts or t-shirts there. Click on one of them, see what colors I got. Tell me what you want. All right, we've got 42 people. I'm gonna wait just another 60 seconds here, and then we'll draw. While I'm waiting, let me say thank you one more time for all my channel members, all my Patreons. You guys rock. You guys are why I can give this stuff away. Don't forget, in 2 weeks, we'll have another Patreon-only live stream. And this... All right, guys, let's draw. We got 49 people in here in the drawing. B-Bear. Congratulations, Bobby. I don't know if you've won on the show before. Let me know. Send me an email. You got my email. Send me an email. Tell me if you want a Johnny's Journey of Midwest Van Builders. Tell me what color, what size, and where to ship it to. Email is right there if you don't have it. You guys, thanks for spending your Tuesday night with me. I'm going to go get some pot pie and hang out with the crew. We'll see you guys Sunday on my premiere. It is Easter. Do not stop your family stuff to come to the premiere. Watch it later, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday here live, if I can end it.